Are you sure you saw someone suspicious around here?
Yes. She didn't look like any common villager. I have a strong feeling about this one.
Strong feeling? You sound like you're some lurdo who thinks he's force sensitive all of a sudden.
Maybe I am force sensitive. Plenty of Jedi started off humble. Certainly sick of guarding this boring dump.
Whatever you say. Bottom line is, you're gonna be guarding this place with the rest of us for years to come. So learn not to get on my nerves. This is gonna be a long day.
Excuse me. You're not supposed to be here.
Why not? What is it that you're guarding here?
Nothing of importance. Now turn around.
Nothing important, then why can't I just take a look?
Listen, it doesn't matter if this building is filled with moldy bantha poodoo. It's restricted to outsiders.
You won't see this coming.
What are you doing?
You won't see this coming.
See what coming?
What am I doing here?
This is where it all began for you, isn't it? Where you found that holocron?
Why am I here?
You're here because it is what I want to see. That is my function, to read memory and to judge those who enter this site.
Well, it's a depressing task for a Force ghost.
I'm not a Force ghost, and it's not nearly as depressing as your situation. How's that Ancient Sith in your head doing? Did those guards in the forest give him some fuel?
Well, if you know everything about me, why ask questions?
Because I want to see how you'll carry yourself into the future. That is your trial and what I will judge you on.
Here I thought I was being super stealthy sneaking into this Jedi temple, and now I'm on a grand Jedi trial. With my life on the line. Is my life on the line?
Yes, very much so.
Of course it is. So, how do I know this will be a fair trial?
I'm prohibited to execute anyone who serves the light side. However, I'm very thorough. You mainly joined the Sith Brotherhood because you thought it would be an easy way to earn credits. Shady deals and scams like a common criminal. For a Sith, you're not very ambitious.
Oh, yeah, I'm a terrible Sith. Life sentence of being an Acolyte. I'm pretty much a gray Jedi.
Please, you killed more people for short-term profit than most Sith Lords killed for political gain.
They were never innocent.
That merchant on Nar Shaddaa?
I only stabbed him a little, and he was reaching for a weapon.
A weapon he was putting in a container for you to buy.
Wow. So you really get into those memories.
I also see a conversation with the shady archaeologist to steal the incorruptible Jedi hilt and Sith Saber of power. This trial's not going well for you, Acolyte. I think I'm ready to make my decision.
Oh, wait, no. You said that you can't execute someone who serves the light side, right?
You Sith have really developed a bad sense of humor over the centuries. I've killed as many Jedi searching for corrupted power as I have Sith.
Okay, but what if I'm not searching for power? What if I want the Jedi Saber for myself?
Well, nonsense. It would burn the dark side from within you in a smoldering, painful fire, and that's not a metaphor.
I'll take my chances.
You believe that the Jedi Saber will only burn the Ancient Sith within your mind. It's a possibility.
So you can see that I'm here to serve the light side.
You're certainly not worthy of carrying the Jedi Saber. After all, it was forged to protect the Sith Saber. However, since your intentions are technically to stop the dark side, I can't execute you. So you may leave this place with a warning.
And I appreciate that, I really do, but I think you need to give me both sabers.
Don't push your luck, Sith. You're starting to get on my nerves. Besides, both sabers must remain here until the end of time.
Okay, then why not just destroy the Sith Saber?
What's your point?
My point is, I think the Jedi Council didn't destroy this ancient relic because they're both supposed to leave this temple with a chosen one. You Jedi always love chosen ones.
The Chosen will never be a Sith.
Ha! So there is a chosen one. And never is a very long time my Force Ghost friend. And you and I both know that because of my unique circumstances, I would create the perfect balance. Isn't that what the Force is all about?
How dare you try to use the Jedi way against me in an argument?
Okay, then how about a threat? Let's just say I leave here without the relics, and I can probably survive a little while longer with this crinking Sith in my head, but sooner or later he's going to win. And then he's going to come knocking on your door, and you're going to have an Ancient Sith looking for a matching Ancient Sith blade.
Well, I'll just stop him like I do all others who entered here.
Not this guy. Trust me.
Well, perhaps I should execute you before you become a problem.
Nah, but you can't. Because you're prohibited.
Look. It's for the greater good. You know that. The light side will thank you for your services, and little Padawans will sing your praises for all of eternity.
Stop. Fine, stop it. Be quiet. Take them. There seems to be no other choice. But they must remain together to maintain balance. From now on, you're their guardian.
Yeah. I will keep them out of the hands of that smarmy archaeologist, and I will be the guardian.
Don't be so pleased with yourself, Acolyte. You may be avoiding possession by wielding the Jedi Saber, but it won't change the fact that you've been ostracized by the Sith.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's no coincidence that you were stationed on that deserted planet for years. You were simply thrown away.
I can't have that drone destroying that box in case it contains what I think it does.
Oh, what? This box? No, I didn't get it from the temple. I had it from before. But thanks for helping out a fellow... Are you a Sith?
I'm a gray Jedi.
Really? I've never seen one in person.
There's not many of us. I used to be part of the Jedi Council until I realized there's just no place for me among them.
Sounds familiar.
You're a Jedi?
No, but one can say that I was never really part of the Sith.
Galaxy has a way of sometimes shackling us to roles that the Force just doesn't want us to play.
That is the least of my problems. Anyways, good chat. And may the Force destroy the Sith and the Jedi.
How did you make it out of that temple, by the way? Because legend has it that no Force user could ever make it out of there alive.
Look, I was beginning to like you, but I'm really not fond of questions. So all you need to know is that I was destined to leave that place with this box.
That's unlikely.
Why is that?
Because only a Grey Jedi is destined to become guardian of those blades.
And let me guess. You believe that you are
The chosen one, yes. I've been training my whole life for this, ever since I first found out about those blades. And my plan is to take them back to my native village on Varna to help my people.
You know, this whole chosen business sounds like another shackle.
Helping people will set you free.
Unless those people just take everything from you, there's no freedom in exploitation. The only person who's going to help you is you.
I can't let you leave here with that box. How about you hand over those blades, and I'll let you leave here in good health.
That sounds like a threat. You're gonna have to try harder than that, chosen one. That'll do.
Thank you for coming as quickly as you did. The situation, it's messy.
Let me assure you, contacting us first instead of the Jedi Council was the right decision.
I hope so. I'm taking an awful risk, breaking procedure. You know, there's a reason I called...
Of course. I wouldn't trust anyone who claims that they are not acting out of self-interest.
Your boss, Sir Tepe. His influence runs deep, far eclipses that of the Jedi Councils in this province. Goods and services, construction, administration.
Yes, it's quite ironic, isn't it? Neither the Jedi or the Sith really know how the galaxy works. It's us, non-force sensitive, who keep it from falling apart.
My point is, I would greatly appreciate a relocation from this sector. Preferably something administrative, preferably behind a desk.
Really? This is a beautiful planet with its 2 suns and its parallel seasons in this province.
The sparkled planet's a shab hole.
So, what happened to that Sith that broke into the temple?
I don't know. She killed one of her own not far from here, and 2 of my guards. I owe my survival to my training.
Seems you are overqualified for this place.
So you'll do it. You'll get me off-world.
Of course. Expect a relocation order very soon with a promotion for your valor. Now show me the relic. You didn't touch it?
No, as instructed.
Good. I will order the droid to retrieve it. You see, what we are witnessing here is ancient history carving out a new future.
Why did you give them the Ancient Sith saber?
What?
You heard me. You left the saber. Are you out of your mind?
Look, things are a bit more complicated outside of your temple. And since we're talking about my sanity here, I had to get away from that hilt. Better there than with me.
All this melodrama because you killed a great Jedi. You snuffed out so many innocent lives and now you're developing a conscience?
I did what I did to survive.
Oh, really? Then what are you doing on this planet seeking out her village to make amends?
It's none of your crinkin' business.
It is now. That ancient Sith saber was the only thing that could stop me.
What? Wait, how are you here? I mean, I'm not even in the same sector as the Jedi Temple.
Okay, let's all calm down. Our main focus should be how we are getting that ancient Sith saber back.
No, how are you here?
Guess this little play's finished.
You're that ancient Sith in my head. So is this my mind? Did you really bring me into my own mind?
Should have gone with a friendlier approach. She has problems with authority and I played it too aggressively. Yes, a nurturing parental figure would have been much more suitable. You wouldn't believe the art that goes into mental manipulation. You have to admit, though, I had you going for a while.
So the whole judgment trial wasn't real. The story about how the Sabers had to stay together?
Of course not. Knowing your opportunistic little mind, you would have left the Sith saber at the temple, and I couldn't have that. So I concocted this little play to convince you to take the saber with you.
You needed your old saber to gain full control.
No, I needed something to tie you to the dark side. Look at you, acting like a Jedi off to protect some irrelevant village. That ancient Sith saber belonged to some other ancient, who would complicate things.
Well, I understand your disappointment. It must be very unpleasant to know that you're going to spend the rest of your non-life in a tiny corner in my mind. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
You think the ancient Jedi Saber will protect you from me? The Sith Saber would have made things easier, but I have other ways of getting the job done.
Right. I guess we're doing this.
Seems you actually learned something.
I'm as surprised as you are. Hey, you think we could just stay at this level of mutual respect and just go our separate ways?
The only separation will be your life from your body.
Yep.
I could do this for eternity, but you seem to be at your limit. Face me, you coward. You think you can run forever? I've been in here so long I know your mind like it's my own. Even with all my influence, you're still a failure. Did you honestly think a worthless con artist could defeat an ancient Sith?
Yeah, that is sort of what I thought. guess I was right. That was a long day.
Why is this investigation taking so long?
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Norella and Bibu got impaled by lightsabers. Simrit's head got crushed by a droid.
Simrat always bragged he only had to guard the entrance. Arrogant Farkle. The shab that must have spilled all over that droid when it crushed his brain.
It's uncalled for.
Am I wrong?
Either way, we have to leave this planet.
Why? Of all the places in the galaxy, this is now the safest spot to be.
How do you figure?
They already stole what they came for, and killed all the witnesses. Why should they come back? To pick up their buddy?
Yeah, and I wonder what happened to her.
Probably a dispute over credits. Either that or Simrat bored her to death. In any case, we stay right here, we'll be fine.
I guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. And, if everything goes well, we should get promoted.
How am I still alive?
Because, my dear, when you're with me, death will not mean the end for a Sith.